Are you a complete beginner in Valorant? Or does your match history look a little bit like Viper Puke? If so, you have come to the right place. Disclaimer, if you have been playing this game for a while now, this video may not be tailored for you. But stick along and see what tips you might have missed. Without further ado, let's get started. What is Valorant? Well, the short answer is Valorant is a shooter-based game with unique playable agents, each with different abilities. But there's actually a lot more to it. When you load up a Valorant match, here is what will happen. The game will first look for people that can be your teammates and opponents. After that, the game will choose a map for you. A map is basically where you and your teammates will be playing on. After the match is picked, you, your teammates, and opponents get to pick their agent. Picking an agent is very important, as knowing how to play an agent can benefit your team, as Valorant is also a very team-based game. Note that you cannot pick an agent that someone else in your team has locked. After you are in an actual Valorant match, there will be two sides, one attacking, one defending. To win the entire match, you'll have to win 13 rounds in total. After playing 12 rounds, something will happen called switching sides. This means that if you were previously the attacker, you'll now be the defender, and the defenders will now be the attackers. The attacking side has to plant something called a spike in a general location called a site. The spike is like a bomb and will explode after some time. A site is an area on the map where the spike must be planted in. There are usually two sites on a map, but sometimes there are three, depending on the map. There are two ways you can win as an attacker. The first way is you plant the spike and defend until it detonates. The second way is to eliminate all of your opponents. If the opponents are eliminated, planting the spike will not be necessary, as you will automatically win the round. For the defender side, you will have to stop the spike from detonating. Basically, meaning that to win the round, you have to stop the attacking side from planting the spike, or, if they already did, you have to defuse the spike before the spike detonates. If the spike is defused, or the spike is not planted within a certain amount of time, you will win this round. Note that if you eliminate the other team and the spike is planted, you will not win the round. The round is only won when the spike is not planted or the spike is defused. Every single person has credits. Credits is basically money. It is used to buy weapons and utilities, aka abilities, in-game. You cannot carry credits from another game to a current game. Everyone starts out with 800 credits. If you win the round, your whole team will automatically get 3,000 credits. If you lose the round, you and your whole team will be granted 1,900 credits. However, if you lose 2 rounds in a row, your team will get 2,400 credits, and if you lose 3 rounds in a row, your team will be granted 2,900 credits. On the attacker side, if someone on your team plants a spike, on the next round your whole team will be granted a bonus 300 credits. If you're wondering why your bullets have a mind of their own, while the other team's bullets look like they have heat-seeking capabilities, when I first started playing, I had the same question too. Before, in the past, I played lots of shooters like Call of Duty and Overwatch. I kind of carried what I learned from those games into Valorant. Those games are very movement-based games. If you can dodge enemy bullets, you can eliminate the enemy, so you're constantly moving while shooting, to not make yourself a harder target to hit and not a sitting duck. In Valorant, things are kind of different. You see, walking while shooting makes your bullet fly in different directions, because walking and shooting at the same time isn't the most accurate ways of shooting. When you shoot, you must stand still or else the bullets are not going to hit anything. If you just spray with your gun, your bullets will also not hit anything because there is something called recoil. Recoil basically means that if you shoot for a long time, the weapon that you are holding will want to aim up. To reduce recoil, you will have to stop shooting in between a burst. If you think movement is not important in this game too, you are wrong. By strafing side to side in between shots will make you a harder target to hit, but that is more advanced, so we'll cover that in a different video. There are a lot of different game modes in Valorant. The one that I just explained is unrated, which is the most common game mode. Competitive or ranked is also the same, but we'll get to that later. The second game mode is Swift Play. Swift Play is basically the same as unrated, but it's fast, as the name suggests. To win the whole match, you'll have to win 5 rounds in total. After 4 rounds, we will switch sides. The match duration does not change. Spike Rush is kind of similar to Swift Play. To win the whole match, you'll have to win 4 rounds in total. After 2 rounds, you'll switch sides. However, on the attacking side, everyone has a spike. Note that if someone plants a spike, the spike in your inventory will disappear. You also can't buy any weapons in the shop. Every round, the game will choose the weapon that everyone's gonna use. You, your teammates, and including your opponents. There are also upgrade orbs on the map that you can collect, such as the Damage Amp Orb, the Ultimate Orb, the Golden Gun Orb, and more. These orbs will make the game more interesting and exciting. In the Deathmatch game mode, you can respawn after you die. There are also no teams and no abilities. All you're allowed to use is your weapon. You also have infinite credits in the Deathmatch game mode, basically meaning that you can get any gun you want. Escalation. What is escalation? Escalation is like a gun game. At the start, everyone starts with the same gun. If you get a certain amount of kills, you'll upgrade or downgrade to the next gun. Note that the gun can be swapped out for damage-dealing abilities. The last weapon you will get is a knife. If someone in your team gets a certain amount of kills with a knife, you win. Last but not least is competitive or ranked. This game mode is the same as unranked, but the outcome of your game will affect your rank. Note that if you're below level 20, you cannot play ranked. There are 9 ranks in total. Iron is the lowest rank, and Radiant is the highest rank. If you lose a game, you will lose something called RR. If you have below 0 RR in your current rank, you'll drop a section. There are 4 small sections in one rank. For example, Iron, Iron 1, Iron 2, and Iron 3. Note that if you're Iron and you have no RR left, you will not drop a rank, as Iron is the lowest rank. This is all for today, folks, and if you learned something today, comment down below, and if you think this video can benefit someone else, share the video to them. And as always, like and subscribe for more future videos.